brightness up. I can't see anything. Okay, there we go. How's everyone doing? I felt like tapping in for this. I think it's a new moon in Aquarius. It's a super moon. And the super moons are just, I think they're closer to Earth. So they're just more impactful. And obviously, we're in Aquarius season. And, Pluto is in Aquarius, or yeah, Pluto's in Aquarius. So that's, adding to the energy. And then tomorrow, well, not tomorrow, but because tomorrow is the new moon, but today is the 8th, so it's tomorrow. But then the day after that, the 10th, is the Chinese New Year. So I definitely just get the energy. Oh, thank you for the like. I definitely get the energy that this is just like I literally just sat and did yoga for an hour just now. I've really been, the last time I was live on here, we're talking about embracing the feminine energy. We're talking about following our heart. So I just definitely get the vibe that it's all about what feels good right now. Okay. It's all about being honest about your feelings, right? Because I saw the Ace of Cups come out, when I was, getting my cards ready. And, sometimes, you can think of like, oh, someone's like confessing their love. But sometimes when you're honest about your feelings, that can also mean like telling someone, I need a break from this. That can be, saying you need to walk away from something. That can be setting boundaries, right? So I just feel like there's going to be a lot of honesty, a lot of truth coming through, right? And this truth is just based in wanting to show up more authentically. That's what I'm getting. Interesting. I like the energy. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get these cards shuffled up. But yeah, I just feel very serene. I feel very peaceful. I feel chill. I've been really following my heart and listening to my intuition in regards to how I move about my day. Obviously I own my own business, with Aviana's Ascension, but instead of like trying to, specifically plot and plan every, day of my life, I just flow with it and just, do what feels right. Right? Like I said, I just did yoga. Normally I would do yoga in the morning, right? So I'm excited to see what comes out. I just definitely feel like it's all about following your heart. That's been the vibe we've been on for the past like month, I feel. It's just following your heart, letting things come to you, sitting in your feminine energy, having more faith, more trust, and just being honest about what you want. There's just this energy of like following your heart and speaking from your heart, being honest, being truthful, sitting in your authenticity. All right, I like the energy. Okay, so what I like to do whenever I do these, full moon, new moon readings, I like to see where the card is. So I'm gonna, oh, perfect. It's right here, new moon in Aquarius. So we have work through your fears and believe in the impossible right in between this card. So yeah, I definitely feel like in moments where we let our fear, our doubts hold us back, we're not doing that anymore. We are going after what we want. We are having faith in our dreams. This is definitely like full card energy to me, just taking a leap of faith, going towards the unknown, going towards what you want. Okay. But with new moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. I like it. So you're going after what you want, you're setting those boundaries, you're being honest, but you're doing so with love, with gratitude. Okay, so let's read a little bit about what new moon in Aquarius is talking about. What are you talking about, Aquarius? Shout out to all the Aquariuses. I'm an Aquarius. We're still in Aquarius season, obviously. So, oh, I'm really bad at being conscious of the mic. Okay, let's just go ahead and move it over here. That probably makes more sense. Okay, so let's talk about it. New moon in Aquarius, bring love into the situation. Aquarius is all about progress and modernity, so this is the time to move forward. The new moon in Aquarius card means no looking back. Change is on its way and it could come quickly. Whether you get the change you want depends on whether you believe you can have it and how much you're relying on others to bring it to you. This card comes with a suggestion that you may need to do things independently on your own, but be loving, not too pragmatic. Time may be of the essence when this card comes up. Aquarius energy has an electric feel to it. Certainly, there is a sense that you need to let go of the past and move towards your future as soon as possible. So, yeah, believe in the impossible and work through your fears. So, I definitely feel like we're working on not letting the past hold us back. We're working on going towards what feels right with full confidence and taking the action we feel guided to take. So some of you guys may be, not relying on others' opinions so much with this situation or with your life. You may be like, you know what? I'm just going to go towards what feels right. I'm not going to ask for guidance or advice. I'm going to trust what feels right for me. And like I said, that's what I've been doing with my own self, listening to my heart, going with the flow, and just really trusting what comes about. Okay, explore the idea that it's not what you know, but whom you know. I like that. So some of you guys could be like exploring different connections, getting to know different people, deepening certain connections. Additional meanings for this card: you need to be more detached from the situation. Thinking outside the box will bring the solution. More pragmatism is called for. Improve your karma by doing some charitable work. So I definitely feel like what's important with this energy is approaching the situation with the result you want. So instead of like moving forward, but thinking, oh my God, when is this going to eventually this is going to end badly. Like, don't have that, negative, afterthought, right? Like, correct that. Don't move forward with that energy. The teaching. Aquarius is the sign of invention, modern advances, technology, and humanity. Its energy is a little brittle, it's individual, scientific even, and relatively emotionally detached. Many people think Aquarius is a water sign because the Aquarius symbol is the water bearer, but it's actually an air sign and is far more about intellect than the emotional water signs. As is this card, no matter when you draw it. Dropping convention works well with this energy. Okay. And what's interesting about that is, yeah, because I'm an Aquarius, right? So people say, oh, Aquariuses are emotionally detached, and it's like it's not necessarily that we are emotionally detached or not. I'm very sensitive. I'm very emotional. Like I cry all the time, right? But it's just that we're more reserved with it. We don't necessarily express it so much, and when we have feelings, we may go about processing them in a more analytical way rather than just feeling things out, you know. So I feel like it's about really recognizing your fears and the blockages that are keeping you from believing in the impossible and really taking a good look at them so that way you can show them love, acceptance, transform them, and you can have whatever this dream is that you're wanting to create. I like it. All right, let's go ahead and get some tarot cards going, shall we? And then we'll pop back into those moon cards later. All right. Oh, let's see. What is it? Okay, the Three of Pentacles wanted to hop out. So there could be like more community, there could be more teamwork happening. You could be collaborating with other people in different situations. Now, this could be with business, this could be just with like new friends, this could be your coworkers, you guys could be doing things like that, getting along, going to do like more team building exercises. You could be spending more time with friends and family. You could be spending more time doing things you're passionate about, is what I'm feeling. It's like you're really doing what you're passionate about. You're following your heart. You're doing what makes you happy, what feels good. All right, let's see what's going on for the new moon in Aquarius. What does the collective need to know? What processes are they working through? I definitely feel like it's mostly about working through those little blockages that are keeping you from fully moving towards this new energy, this new chapter, this new goal. I've definitely been working through that myself. I meditated today for letting go. And it was just like, I just want to let go of like the little fears, the little, the little afterthoughts. Like I said, like I know fully that I'm, moving towards the life I'm meant to move towards, but obviously there's still little parts of me that have some fear. And it's not that I'm judging those parts of me, but I'm showing up with more love and acceptance with them. I'm shining a light on those shadow parts of me rather than like pushing it away and being like, no, I don't, I know that's not true. Like, obviously, I know that's not true. So let me hold that part of me and see, hey, why do you think that? Where is this coming from? Let me show you some love and light so you know that's not true, right? And we have the Ace of Wands, Ace of Swords. So I definitely feel like there's a lot of new starts coming through. Nine of Cups, a lot of fulfillment, happiness, new chapters coming through here. So yeah, I definitely feel like it's the energy of just the final little things you got to work out before you embrace this new chapter. I like it. Because yeah, I definitely have been getting the vibe of like a new energy. Like I just did a reading about welcoming the new earth. Like I definitely feel like we're all jumping timelines and just going through big transformations, embracing more love and authenticity. So with that, we are just letting go of the final parts of us that are scared of it, you know? Yeah, with the Hermit, the Four of Cups, yeah, we're just looking at the final parts of us that are scared of this transformation, that are still kind of holding on to those old programs of doubt, of fear, of false illusions, you know? We're doing those little bits of shadow work. And like I said, you're shining a light on those little parts of you that don't want to cope, you know? There's a part of you that's used to listening to fear, anxiety, and worry. You know, that part of you had to create these programs in order for you to survive. But now that you know how to listen to your heart, listen to your intuition, you're just shining a light on this part, giving that part some of your love and acceptance so it can be ready to go forward. I like it. But yeah, we're moving towards stability. Manifestations are coming a lot quicker. But yeah, I definitely feel like as well, we're just being more honest with people, walking away from things that aren't fulfilling. Yeah, I definitely feel like, oh, we have the Emperor and the Empress. So there could be some like partnerships coming together, but it's after like a lot of shadow work was done, after a lot of just honesty had to come about here. You know what I'm saying? Honesty within yourself, honesty with another person, whatever. All right, let's get into it, y'all. Let's see what's going on. See, Eight of Wands. I'm saying like things are coming in a lot quicker. And it's because we've worked through those final parts of us that held on to the fear, that blocked those blessings, that blocked these things from coming in quicker, you know? All right, let's talk about it. All right, yeah, we have the Moon and the Strength card. Exactly. So we're just doing the final bits of that shadow work. And it's basically, it's not that there's more healing to do. It's not that there's more, unlearning to do. It's more so just a final bit of transmutation. Okay. And what I mean by that is the final parts of our shadow that are like, wait, I still want to hold on to that fear. Wait, what if this? What if that? We're taking those final what ifs, those final moments of hesitation, and we're shining a light on them. We're holding them with love and grace and compassion, and we're showing them that, hey, you're loved, you're accepted, you're understood. Now you can be transformed into light, into love, and now we can move forward. It's no longer holding on to the fear. It's recognizing it, loving it, embracing it, and transforming it. We're transforming our fears here. I love it. I love it. And we got the Aquarius energy with the King of Swords and Judgment and the Star card. I'm telling you, Aquarius is showing out here. I love it. So yeah, this is us moving into our truth. We are moving into our truth. Finally letting go of the old programmings, the illusion, the blockages, anything that kept us held back. And it's not that we're judging these parts of ourselves or no longer like resonating with them or anything, but it's like we're finally holding space for them so they can turn into love and light. Because, like I say, you can't transform things with like judgment, you transform them with love and acceptance. That's what we're realizing. That's what we're doing here. This is a glow in the dark deck. Isn't that cool? It doesn't really glow that well, though, I'll be honest. So we have the Two of Pentacles, the Three of Wands, the Six of Cups. Yeah, I definitely feel like the parts of us that, go back and forth, that's the what if, the uncertainty, the doubt and fear. It's time to move forward, right? It's time to, turn our back on the past and no longer let it joggle our intuition. I just feel like it's an energy of feeling more confident, not letting your mistakes from the past, not letting your fear, your doubt guide you anymore, and not judging that part of you either. You're transforming that part of yourself. Yeah, I just feel like moving with more confidence, more purpose, more passion. And it's like with more ease. Like this is a gentle, and that's why the strength card is here. This is like a gentle confidence, right? It's like a gentle giant, right? Like you have that power, you have that strength, you have that light, but it's not like you need to be aggressive with it. It's just you feel at peace, you feel secure, you trust yourself now. And you know what to do in moments when you don't trust yourself. You know how to spread love and light to yourself. It's like, yeah, you have like an emergency supply of love and light within you that you send to those fears, that you send to those uncomfortable parts, you know? It's like, you know what it feels like when you start feeling that fear come on. It feels like, your chest might tighten, you might get a little choked up, your stomach might feel like tight or might drop, or you might feel tense in your shoulders. You recognize these symbols now, and you can send love and light to them rather than like holding on to the stories that were told with these reactions. You send the future story you want to tell them. You tell them, hey, this isn't where we're at anymore. We can move forward now. You can trust me now. You can relax now. You don't have to go back and forth, fight or flight. You can relax now. Very cool. And that's the big part, is just like letting go of feeling like you have to tell a narrative. You have to say, oh, I'm uncomfortable because I went through this in the past and now I have to unlearn this. Like, no, you've already unlearned it. You already have that awareness. You already have that understanding and that appreciation for the past. So now it's just those final things of just those final little bits of unlearning of, it's like it was like a knee jerk reaction for some of us to blame the past for the uncomfortable feelings, which, yes, we acknowledge that's where we learned these things, but now we've unlearned them. So now we can fully let it go. Instead of having to retell that story, re-heal and all that, we're already done. We've already done it. So now we can just move forward fully. Hope that makes sense. But yeah, I just feel this energy of feeling at peace, of feeling relaxed, like that's what I feel right now. It feels good, it feels chill. Like I don't even feel like putting makeup on for this. I was just like, let's tap in for the new moon and see what's going on. Yeah, the Chariot, the Three of Swords. Yeah, it's like we don't feel the need to re-explain where that trigger may have come from. We understand that, the shadow is just as important as the light, right? And instead of like judging the shadow for being there, we're just making space for it, creating love and acceptance for it. We recognize that without that shadow, we wouldn't have the light, you know? Instead of trying to justify, oh, this is why I'm like this. No, accept that you are just who you are, accept that there may be some things that make you uncomfortable. Accept that, there may be moments where you're going to need to show yourself some extra love and light, right? Instead of wanting to change that part of you, embracing that part of you. You know what I mean? Recognizing that all that heartbreak, pain, all that shadow, that anger, that resentment created you, right? It's not about changing this shadow. It's about embracing it and accepting it. And that's what we're finally doing here. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, like we recognize there's no more need to sit back and heal and do all that. We've done all the work. So now it's just about accepting the shadow. Yeah. Eight of Cups, the High Priestess. Going towards the shadow, embracing it instead of like feeling that fear and being like, no, I don't need to feel that, or I shouldn't be angry. Everything should be love and light. Like that includes your shadow. That includes anger is love and light, right? Not judging those feelings, but recognizing that they are a part of you, that they need love and acceptance too. Just like your inner child, you know? You don't judge yourself for being upset about things from childhood. You accept, embrace, and send love to it. Yeah, Four Swords. Yeah, it's like it's time to open the heart. It's time to move from the heart. That's what I'm feeling here. Like I feel like it's an almost an energy of like being in retirement, you know, like you had to sit back, you know, tap in with you, and now you're ready to come back. You know, you had to take a break for a second, but now you're ready to come back. You know, you had to close it off for a second so you could heal, unlearn, recognize your shadow. But now it's time to go back out there. It's time to get back out there. Yeah, I like it. It's time to get back out there. Hello, Caesar. How are you? See, yeah, Two of Swords. And this makes me think of like I'm seeing like a roadblock, like you know whenever you go, you know, you're driving and say there's construction and there's like those blocks and it's like road closed for construction. I feel like that's what your guys' heart was going through, right? You had to close it off for construction, you know. You had to do that healing. You had to, yeah, you guys had to work on yourselves. I went through this as well. Oh, thank you. I'm vibing. I appreciate that. But yeah, you guys had to close it off. But now you see how wide open this person, both of them are. I definitely feel like some of us, some of you guys will be getting into some new unions, new friendships, new senses of community. By the way, guys, I've started a newsletter. If you guys want to sign up for it, go to my website. And at the bottom of my website, there will be a space for you to sign up for my newsletter. Definitely suggest you guys checking it out. To me, it's like a scrapbook for like my spiritual journey and realizations and ascension process. So it's definitely a good time. I definitely suggest you guys checking it out. See, what's funny is I almost put the Ten of Cups back where the Two of Swords was, right? So I definitely feel like for those of us that have been single for a while or just very closed off, maybe a little isolated, like I said, Aquarius comes off as emotionally detached, but really they're just very private. They're I feel like they're more analytical of their feelings rather than feeling and expressing, right? So I feel like that is the transformation we're going through. And see, we have the sun opened up with the Six of Wands, Magician, right? Definitely going from like a more closed off energy. And again, it's not closed off as in like you had a wall up, which I mean, some of us may have, right? But there was things we had to process, unlearn, go through, realize. And we went through that. And now we're ready to open up again. Beautiful. I like it. I like it a lot. Ooh. So yeah, Seven of Wands. So yeah, like I said, there was, you know, a wall up for some of us. There was like it was a feeling like you needed to protect yourself, guard yourself, because again, there were things that you've gone through. There's things that we've all gone through. We've all had to go through really rough processes, experiences in order to go through this ascension process, you know, like we have to a lot of the times in order to like I said, you can't have that shadow without you can't have the light without the shadow, right? So we had to really go through that shadow time. We had to go through, you know, feelings of loss and abandonment. We had to, have our negative ties and, you know, addictions and battles that we had to process in order to be broken down, in order to come back up, right? There's a way that all of this works. So now we're just getting to the point where we can move in that love and light, you know? You have to go through that shadow to appreciate the light. Now we finally get to appreciate the light. That's exciting. I'm excited. Yeah. This is cool. This is very exciting. Because we deserve it, you know? People that resonate with me, we've been through it, right? Like, this has not been like a small feat. Yeah, Queen of Swords. I feel like, we've had to cut some people off. We've had to set some boundaries. Yeah. We've been on our own for a long time. But now it's time to turn the page and bring balance back to that. Now it's time to open up again. And there you go. With the Six of Wands, the Sun card. Opened up. Inner child ready to go. Hello, divine woman of God. I love that. Yes, ma'am. But see, we're ready. We're ready for our blessings. We're ready to move with love and light. We're ready to open our hearts, receive our blessings. We've gone through the healing. We've gone through the processing. We've been isolated. We've been shut down. Now it's time. It's almost making me think of like, you guys, we went through the process of being the caterpillar in the cocoon. Now we're the butterfly. Now we're ready to fly, open our wings, ready to go for it, go forward. Yeah, just moving with love. Nice, I like it. See, there you go. 10 of Cups right there. I'm telling you. So I definitely expect for a lot of you guys just new relationships, new connections, soul family, soul ties, like in a healthy, fulfilling way. I definitely see a lot of you guys, like just those of us that went from like heartbreak, pain, depression, anxiety. Now there's peace, happiness, love, acceptance. Like, and it all started by you accepting yourself, like you initiated this process by you shutting down, going within, healing, you know, you recognized you needed to heal, you needed to unlearn, learn new things, set boundaries, and now you're moving with this new level of awareness, like you've learned the lessons. Yes, caterpillar and butterflies in the chat. You've learned the lessons. And that's the difference about how you're moving now. That's why you don't have to be closed off now, because you've learned how to set boundaries. You've learned what's right for you, what's not right for you. And most importantly, you've learned your value. You've learned your worth. That's why no one else can tell you differently and treat you differently. That's why you're able to move with such openness and acceptance and love, because you have that for yourself, you know? Because if you don't have this for yourself, you're not going to be able to walk around like that. You know what I'm saying? But you recognize who you are now. That's what's coming in with this new moon. You recognize who you are, right? You don't need to put up with anything or question anything or anything, because most importantly, you know your worth. You love yourself. You accept yourself. You honor yourself. You find peace and happiness from within. So nobody can come and take that from you or try to sell you short on anything. You know what you deserve. You know what's right for you. Beautiful. And that's also why you're able to move through those fears a little bit more, because you have more trust for yourself. And you recognize, okay, that's a little part of me that, still needs some love and acceptance. Let me sprinkle some love and light on there, and then let's move forward. You don't need to sit and like assign emotions or narratives to those uncomfortable feelings anymore. You've already done all that. Yeah, it's this assuredness, this this truth, this confidence that I'm feeling. That it's like I know who I am. No one can tell me differently, so I'm not scared anymore. I love myself. Beautiful. I love it. I love it. Absolutely. See, we have surrender to the divine, full moon. You guys have done it. You've surrendered. You've completed your assignment. You understand. See, confidence is your key to success. Y'all are feeling yourselves. You know who you are now. Absolutely. Yeah, luck is on your side. It's like the universe is matching your vibration, and your vibration is pure love and light and happiness and at peace. You are feeling so good. All right, we have meditate and contemplate. The answers you need are coming. So yeah, I definitely get the vibe that like if there's ever like I said, those moments of fear coming up, like your anxiety, your worry, your doubt, overthinking, trying to control a situation, maybe you get like a little lump in your throat, your chest is getting tight, your shoulders are getting, a little arched up, right? In those moments, you guys are sending love and light, acceptance to yourself. You're allowing yourself to sit with these moments rather than like trying to force yourself to, think a different way or trying to like make it worse, right? You're sitting with it. You're like, say, for example, something comes through and you're like, and you just feel it in your chest, your throat, in here. That's where I feel it a lot. What I'll do is literally sit with my hands and I imagine like glitter, sparkles, the sun rays, whatever, and just light it up. And you can just see in that, just already, like my shoulders came down more, just feeling more and more relaxed. Instead of running away, pushing these feelings down, judging yourself for having them, we're creating space for them because they deserve to be here just like our intuition. And you allow, see, confidence is your key to success. The answers you need are coming, right? You trust in the fact that you don't know everything. You trust in the fact that things need to unfold now. You don't need to control the situations anymore. You don't need to be all knowing, you know? And you don't have to fix yourself anymore. You allow yourself to be a little uncomfortable. That's okay, right? Because if you didn't get uncomfortable, then that's you don't want that sense to go away, right? Like you don't want that, what's happening. You don't necessarily need that to go away because that's a sense that you need. Like if there's like somebody creeping in your house, you need to know, you need to get that feeling, right? You know what I mean? So it's not about getting rid of that feeling or being totally like, oh, I'm so happy, I don't know what's going on. Like, no. But it's about holding space and allowing yourself to not be okay and not like judging yourself for that. All right. Make sure you guys give me a thumbs up if you're resonating. Yes, please. Yeah, nothing is yet set in stone. You and your loved ones are safe. That's what I'm saying. Like, you guys are okay. You're finally okay with not knowing everything. You're finally okay with allowing things to unfold. And you're finally okay with being a little uncomfortable with that. You're finally holding space for yourself for that. It's not that it's like a shadow that needs to be worked out, but it's like just a natural part of this human experience is having that fear and that worry. Yeah, you and your loved ones are safe. You know what's cool? You know what's really cool is you guys are learning how to combine these things. Combine this unknown with the feeling of safety. You guys are realizing that safety does not equal knowing. You guys are breaking that. You guys are realizing that you cannot know what's happening and still be safe. You cannot be in control and still be safe. You can go against the grain and still be safe. You guys have those tools to send that safety, that love and light. Safety is within you. See, yeah, step out of your comfort zone. Yeah, I love it. Yeah. This is definitely like Fool card energy, 100%. Finally understanding that, like, you know what? I'm not going to have all the answers, but I know I'm not supposed to. And I'm okay with that little bit of me that's going to be a little scared, but I know that, like, that's what this is supposed to be. That's what this life is, things unfolding and not having all the answers. Life would be boring if we had all the answers. So now you're allowing yourself to move forward confidently without having all the answers. Move forward confidently and still being a little scared. Like, that's okay. I think of it as like a roller coaster, like I feel like y'all are approaching it like a roller coaster ride. Like, obviously it's a little scary. It's meant to be a little scary. It's meant to get your adrenaline pumping. And you can still have fun whenever that is happening. Yeah. It's not that, like, we're getting reckless or anything crazy, but it's like we're not letting fear control us anymore. If anything, we're letting fear inspire us. We're following fear. We're looking at fear a little deeper. We're saying, what are you scared of? Can I hold your hand while we talk about it? Look at it. And you're going to say, I know you're scared, but that means we're on the right path. That means something new is coming. That means something exciting is coming. That means our hard work is paying off. That means there's growth here. I've been doing like classes and ceremonies. I'm doing them online as well, but I've been doing them in person. And, of course, my first few classes, I was nervous. That's normal though. If we let fear dictate our lives, right, then I would not have done the classes. But that fear, I knew that fear was a sign of growth, right? I'm growing, expanding my expertise, my capabilities. That's going to start out with fear. It's going to be uncomfortable at first, but that is just what growth feels like. Sometimes it feels scary. So we don't have to see this fear as something that's bad or a sign to stop. See it as a sign that you're growing, you're expanding, you're doing something different. And for some of us, just allowing ourselves to go after what feels good and not listening to fear is something different. So sit with the fear, follow the fear. I like it. All right, let's pull one more card. Period. Don't let your past hold you back. And see, you have the North Node and the South Node. Absolutely. And a new romantic cycle begins, a new start is coming, and showing the world the real you. Look how cool. Yeah. So, yeah, we're not letting the past hold us back anymore. We're not letting fear be a stop sign. We're letting fear, it's turning into a yield sign. And eventually it'll be a green light for us, right? Because we're tapped into our intuition. We know how to incorporate our shadow. We've done that work. So now we can see fear as something to transmute into light so we can then move forward. A new start is coming. And like I was saying, a lot of it is going to be with love for some of us. But we're coming out of our shell. We're being our true selves. It's all coming together. I loved it. That was beautiful. Time to take action, have faith in your dreams, be bold, and make the first move. And I'm saying, like, your manifestations are coming quicker because you're just not moving in that fear anymore. You're not scared anymore to receive your blessings. You know what I mean? This is very positive energy for sure. Yeah. It's all about following fear, not judging it, not letting it dictate you, but looking deeper at it, transmuting it so you can continue moving forward. All right, that's where I'm gonna leave it. That's all I have for y'all. Thank you for watching. Um, just to throw it out there, so yeah, I already told you guys about the newsletter. I'm also going to be doing an online ceremony soon on February 28th. It's going to be about igniting confidence. So this ceremony will have like a guided meditation that I lead you guys through. It's going to be focusing on our solar plexus chakra, and it's going to be talking about because your solar plexus chakra, that's like your confidence center, your power center. So we're going to balance that, open that up, get you feeling good, and just get you reignited with your inner power, your confidence. And then we'll go through some affirmations, and then we'll talk about and I'll probably pull some cards as well, and we'll talk about just how we hold space for doubt and fear, and how we can hold space for more confidence and things like that. And I really like these ceremonies because, like I said, I do them in person, but I'm also going to be doing them online. But the ceremonies, I like to have like a very open dialogue with everybody. And just because you never know what somebody else may know or maybe going through that you can resonate with. What may, oh, but the more that we can like share and create an open space, the better. So if you guys want to look more into that or the newsletter, all of that information is going to be on my website, avianasascension.com. So you guys can check it all out. Thank you guys for being here with me. Always happy to have you. I will be doing some general readings here soon, but not quite yet. I have not gotten into it yet, but I'll get there soon. But thank you guys for hanging out with me. You have a little you have a lot of wisdom. Oh, yeah. Thank you. I've been through, like I said, I had to be under construction for a while and shut it down, but yeah, I've learned a lot. I'm stepping into my power to help y'all and myself get even better, right? So, thank you guys for joining me today. I will see y'all next time. Make sure you guys subscribe, like the video. Thank you. Bye bye bye. Thank you.